Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about what makes up a healthy relationship. I often hear this question and I ask this question to my couples. What do you think a healthy relationship looks like? And what I first want them to answer is, in their own mind, what do they think a healthy relationship looks like? What kind of relationships did their parents have, or who did they look up to when they think about what makes up a healthy relationship, or how they learned about love? And once I get a couple to define in their own minds what makes up a healthy relationship, then we point out the similarities and differences that they're bringing to the table. There are a few characteristics that really bring out a healthy relationship, and those are respect, mutual understanding, shared kindness, finding joy together, defining what they want their sex life to look like and having some mutual agreements, participating in intimacy, learning how to show appreciation, learning how to show empathy and validation even when you don't agree with one another, and a really good understanding of metaphorically coming to the table to work things out together, even if sometimes the answer is we agree to disagree. A healthy relationship is really making that commitment to each other to say, we're going to work this out, or, we have this strong, healthy foundation, and we want to work through the tough moments together, the tough parts. Creating a healthy relationship is really every day finding those ways to turn towards one another, to celebrate the little things that you really appreciate about one another, that you love about one another, and that you're willing to say, even through difficult moments, I have a shared, or we have a mutual respect for one another to work through those tough times. When I talk about respect, or having a mutual respect for one another, the opposite of that is contempt or resentment. And actually, resentment is the roots or the start of contempt in a relationship. When I hear contempt come into a conversation with couples, to me that's a real warning sign, a red flag, that we really have to work together to either decide if we want to stay in this relationship and learn how to bring back respect, or if there's so much heartbreak or too much contempt that it's time to part ways. Dr. John Gottman, who has been studying couples since the late 70s, early 80s, talks about the dangers of contempt in a relationship, and in all of his research, he points out that contempt is really the number one predictor of divorce. And what I tell couples is, when you notice that contempt is in your relationship, it is time to come together to work at repairing contempt, if that is what you want to do. And so what are some ways that we can really come together and work through contempt? And a lot of it is defining what makes up a healthy relationship, what makes up, or what does respect look like in a relationship, and how both couples, both partners in the relationship, come together to say, how can we show respect to each other? How do we define respect? How do we participate in it every day? Creating small ways to come together to celebrate respect, talking about how you feel. We don't make assumptions in relationships. We talk about what we need instead of blaming the other person. These are some key components that really help up and make a relationship healthy. So what I would suggest is taking some time and really writing out your own vision of what makes up a healthy relationship, or what does a healthy relationship look like, with remembering some of the key components: respect, laughing together, intimacy, agreeing on what a healthy sexual relationship looks like, participating in kindness, empathy, validating one another, and really having that vision, and then sharing it with your partner and see what your partner says. And then I would also make a goal of creating a mutual vision together of how you're going to participate in finding respect towards one another, and how you're going to celebrate small ways that really make up your healthy relationship. The other thing I would do is take some time after you've created a healthy relationship vision together. Take some time and make a commitment to one another to once a week sitting down, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, to really talk about how for the week did we participate in finding mutual respect for each other. How did we participate in this vision of creating a healthy relationship? I hope you do take some time, and I hope I've answered your questions on what makes up a healthy relationship. Take care.